everybody, welcome back to HOTLZ Crafts. Rachel here. I hope you are all well. So we are cracking on with our altered book, and I wanted us to make a little kind of a file folder thing with some 12x12s, and I'm not obviously using 12x12s because my page is so big. You should be able to do this with standard, you know, digital kits, whatever you have, any kind of paper. If your book is the same size as your paper sheets, stupidly I picked a book that is much larger than an A4, so obviously I'm needing to go to bigger sizes, you know, to get the paper together. But if you're using a smaller book, obviously you can work to smaller what is the word I'm looking for? I can see it there in my mind. I don't know. You know what I mean. Dimensions. That's the word I was looking for. Dimensions. You're my tummy rumbling. Sorry, that's why I can't think, obviously. I need my tea. Right, okay. So we're going to crack straight on. So what you will need to do is you will need 2 pieces of paper. I'm going to work on my dimensions just because it's just easier for me to explain that to you. But obviously tailor the size that you create this to the size of your altered book. Otherwise it's not going to fit. But this will stand alone independently if you wanted to use it as just a folio for Happy Mail or whatever, okay? But I'm going to try and keep this really, really simple tonight. So basically what I have done, I have picked up my sheet. I want to cover this page here, okay? So I've picked up my piece of paper, my page, and I've popped it over the top of this 12x12. I have folded my 12x12 over the page so that I know how long I need the page to be, because I'm going to be sticking it over the top of here. It doesn't matter if it sits a little bit proud, but I would like it to kind of be as flush as I can get it. Now I'm going to be cutting this down, so I need to check for the measurements, and I'm going to take off the very, very top just because it gets a bit thingy sometimes where it's been in the book, you know, the 12x12 book, and I'm going to be taking off the bottom as well, so I'm just marking those. Now before I go over to the cut-in machine, because obviously I'm going to be doing all my cuts in a minute, so I'll do them all at the same time. Paper cutters call Rachel, not a cutting machine. That's where I think I am. Right, I'm not taking this off, so don't take this flap off here. We need this. You're going to then bring in your second piece of 12x12. Now, I want, what do I want? Oh, that's a good question. The age-old question, eh? What do women want? Peace and quiet, mainly. But in absence of that, I'm going to use this section here. So, the idea is that the folio will sit on here. It will look like this, if that makes sense. This is not making much sense at all, is it? But I would like it to have another pocket here. Does that make sense? So we're going to lay this piece over the top to cover that, to create a tuck spot there. And then when you open it, there'll be a tuck spot here. Okay, now for obvious reasons, I want to keep this bit of my cardstock on show because Daniel is my youngest son and he has absolutely made my day today. But I will come back to that later on. So let's just double check now. And so if I want this to go flush with this, I'm going to keep that edge there because obviously this one I am going to be cutting. And I am going to say, I think we'll take it to here. Yeah, that should do it. Right, let me get my cutter, and we're going to cut. In fact, I'm going to show you what I'm cutting tonight, just because sometimes there's something worse than watching a tutorial like, whoa, what did she just cut then? What did she just do then? So I know it's a bit noisy and all that, but oh golly, can I see my lines? Yeah, right. So we're literally just shaving the top off here because I've got a bit of a scraggly line. I was trying not to lose any of the integrity of this gorgeous page. There we are. So that was literally it, just a smidgen. And then here, where did I draw my line? Perhaps I'd have been better off not doing this in pencil. Can you see it on there? No. Okay, I'm just going to double check that. Might be a good idea to use a coloured pen. Yeah, you think, right? You think? Ah, dear me, honestly. What are you like, woman? Right. Okay, let's flatten that down there. Oh, there we are. Now I can see my line. Duh. Right, there we go. And I'm going to just literally shade that out there because I do not want turquoise line. Right, hold on to this, okay? Hold on to that. So that is what we need now. That's going to go into the book. And now we need to cut this down and we need to cut off this section here. So where I folded, and I tried not to do a deep fold because I find when you fold cardstock, oh yeah, let's get the top off first. Because that is a little bit, like it caught, it did. I tore the first one, I was gutted, absolutely gutted. I've never known that happen before. Taking out a piece of cardstock and it took a chunk out to the top. Oh, I could have cried. Could have cried. But what I've noticed is when you fold the cardstock down, if you then go to cut it, you end up having this deep ridge and this just basically ruins what's left. Right, so let's take that off there. There we go. So put that to one side. You'll want that later. And then we've got this here, and I need this now. Oh, blinking hiccups again. Sorry, guys. I need this now to be the same length as this. So that needs cutting down to the same height as this bit here. Yeah, are you with me? Are you with me? So we're going to just plonk that in there, and then we will slice that. I don't know about your slice, but my slicer is slightly over. Does that make sense? Right, is that the same? Is it flush? It is flush. There we are. Wow. Okay, so what you should have now are, oh, blinking out, and even straight. What on earth happened there? I wonder if it's because I haven't, right, hold fire. Oh my goodness. Talk about a bloomer. Drama. This is why you should use your, what's it call it, you know, your thingy to square up. Because I haven't done that properly now. Look, you said something's not square. Well, I wasn't anywhere near square. Oh, look at me. Oh, if you do it like this, if you do it like me, you'll end up with it not square. Oh, Nicky Knocky, no. I hope I got a little bit of spare. No, I haven't. Oh, blow it. Right. Okay, bloomer time here now, gals. How am I going to fix this? Because I've cut this now, look, and it's too short. Because I was yakking. This is why I don't cut on camera. Because I check and I double check. But look, it's riding. Okay, think, Rachel, think. Think. Okay, it's fine. It'll be fine. We'll back it on the inside and I will stitch across the bottom and I will add a little bit of something. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to make a huge thing out of it. We can fix this. It's a junk journal. It's not meant to be perfect. I would like my dimensions to be accurate, but we're going to just have to fix it, aren't we? And we will find a fix. Oh, that is annoying. That's okay. That's all right. I'll find some way of repairing that. So just remember to look out for that. Okay. All right. Let's not get too thrown by that. Let's not get distracted. This was meant to be an easy tutorial. See, I make mistakes too. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes constantly. I just don't often let you see them. More often than not, it's like, oh no, quick, camera off. Oh, what am I going to do? Right, okay. So before I go on, I am going to just ink. But I tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to ink up there because I don't want to draw attention to the fact that that is the wrong size. So, as long as I don't ink that bit there, hopefully I might be able to get away with this. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll come up with something. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I make mistakes all the time. I just don't tell you all about it, that's all. Right, so I'm not going to ink the bottom, okay? And I'm going to ink this. Let's open that up. Around there. I still haven't changed my sponge. I'm going to pick it up when I'm on camera. I just don't think about it. Just don't think about it. No, and the reason I notice it when I'm doing a video is because I got the light on and there's bits flicking off it all over the desk and it drives me daft. But I don't see it any other time, so I forget. Right, okay. Let's work out how we're going to glue this on here now. Now, if you want to stitch, now's the time to stitch. Stitch your sections, because once this is glued on, it's going to be too late to stitch. I think I might be able to just shave a smidge more off there. What do we reckon? Oh no, it's not meant to go there, it's just meant to go there. Right, okay, so obviously, we are not going to be gluing up here, obviously, she says. I'm saying that for my benefit, not yours, of course, because I'm the one that always glues in the wrong place. We are gluing here, here, and here. So I'm like an air hostess. We're going to be gluing this section here, okay? And this section here, but not on the inside, on this side here, all right? So we'll be gluing across there and across there. So that will then stick to that, and you'll have a tuck spot inside and you'll have a tuck spot outside. But again, like I said, I need to just straighten that up and check my dimensions. So I'm just going to quickly go and just straighten this edge and make sure I am right, because I don't want to go gluing this now and it all being wrong. And then, yeah, I'm a little bit long on that corner there. So let me just go and tidy that up and then we can glue. Won't be a minute. Okay, before we go on with anything else now, I want to take these bits and pieces that we had left over. So this one piece that has come off the bottom of here, obviously was already bent because I had it folded in. So I've simply just bent that backwards and I've taken my corner rounder and rounded that off. And I'm going to attach that here. And that is going to act as a kind of nice corner tuck spot there for our file folder. So you'll be able to slide a little document in there or what have you. So that's that one done. And then this one here that has come off the bottom of here. Just make sure that that comes right out where it's supposed to be. There we are. Right, that one there. I'm going to do the same with this one, so I'm just going to round off these edges. Actually, I might not round it. Wait a second, let me just double check, because it is slightly short, so I want to make sure, the priority really is that it goes right to the edge. I'm not concerned about it coming all the way over here. Perhaps I won't round that corner, but I'm going to round that one off, because that doesn't matter then about the fact that it's short, because you can see quite clearly it's not meant to go all the way up to the edge of the page. Now I'm going to stitch these on when I stitch around the edge of the file folder. So that's why I'm just making sure all of my pockets go into place before we actually finish assembling it. So that's that there. And obviously I've got to just allow for that error on the front. Oh, Rachel, honestly, fancy you doing that. What a nincompoop. So annoyed with myself by that. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, I promise. Right, so we've got that there like that. And I need to just make sure that when I stitch that on, that is straight. I might just add a little bit of glue there just to keep that from moving around. So then I want to make another pocket here now to go by here. But I want to do something a little bit different. So what I thought we'd do, and I'm just going to do this off the cuff. It might be a mess, in which case you probably won't get to see it, but I just wanted to try something. So I've got this section here that is in leftover from this 12x12. And what I thought we'd do is to make like a kind of double pocket. So I'm going to cut this so that that's the same size there. So let's do that first. Make sure it's straight this time this year. I'm just going to trim that bit off the bottom there because that's a bit jagged. Right, so that's the first thing. Then the idea is that this will go here, and it's kind of going to be like a hidden pocket within a pocket. So I'm going to take this corner off here, stick that corner down there, create a pocket out of that, and then you'll have a tuck spot behind there, pocket on here, but I'm going to put a little closure on there with a magnet. So I need to just make sure that the piece that I cut off here is big enough to cover that. So let me just double check. Yes, that's fine. Right, I'm going to just use my my slicer to cut that there. So from that angle there to that angle, this is going to be quite a deep pocket. Oh, I'm nervous now cutting on there. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Right, so this works, it'll be a blinking miracle and I will be very pleased myself. Okay, let's ink, because I need to be able to see all of these edges now. So I'm going to ink here. 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 And here. And here. Because why not? There we go. Right, and then on the front, see all the bits coming off my sponge. Right, last bit of the puzzle I need to just work out now. That's going to shut there like that. That will go right. Okay. I wanted there to be a pocket on the front here as well. So I'm going to take another chunk out of there, but I don't want the chunk at the front to show the chunk at the back. So rather than normally where we've got our pockets layered in height, I want this one to kind of be in the reverse so that you almost don't know at first that that pocket is there. Does that make sense? So I'm going to cut higher, higher, and then I'm going to pop that piece here again then. Yeah, right. I just don't want this to go wrong. Okay, so let's take this. Let's move it out of the way a minute. The last thing you know is cut in my pocket. And then let's pop that on there. Perhaps we'll go there. That'll be deep enough, won't it? Square, yep. Is it square? Double check. Yes. Okay. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. Right. I used to be quite good at maths. Right. Ink, 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 ink. Think this side now, because we're going to flip it over now, this side. So you'll have that there like so. So basically you'll have that one on the outside and then that one on the inside. Now the reason for the pockets at the bottom is because I'm going to hide some magnets in there. Ooh, and I've never used these before, so please forgive me if I use them incorrectly. Actually, I don't need to do what I thought I needed to do, because I only need to hide. I wonder if I just want to double check that'll go through both. So I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is I'm going to hide it behind the pocket, look, but I just need to make sure it's going to go through two sets of, oop, wrong way, get your polarity right, yeah, well, oh, okay. So basically what I was thinking was we'll hide that now under here, like there maybe, and then the other one further along there. Chasing each other across the page here. What a scream. There we are. So we'll have one under there, look, and then one under here. I just need to make sure I have my polarity right. There we go. But obviously that'll be stuck to the back bit, so it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to, and the pocket obviously will be stuck there. Oh, wrong way. And then you won't see that because that'll be hidden under there. And then you'll be able to just open that and then it'll hold it closed. That's the plan. Right, let's see if this is going to work. Now I just hope they will glue down. So let's just try it. If I get the wrong polarity, I'll just turn the other one around, won't I? Okay. Big breathe, big breathe. Now you just stay. And then that on the top. Actually, I might... do I cover it? That's the question. Do I cover the magnet? Because... is it going to be in the way in my pocket? No, it won't. It won't be in the way in my pocket. It'll be fine. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just not sure if I cover it with washi tape. I'm looking for washi tape now. if it'll be too much paper for it to go through. Right, we're gonna have to do a quick test on this a minute now. This is me learning with you. I know nothing about magnets. It's taken me ages to finally get hold of some. So what I want to double check is if I put that on top of that and stick that on there like that, and then say stick that over it. It's just like a science lesson now, isn't it? That will act as that, and then there's another layer because it's going to be behind that. So basically what I'm asking it is that, oh, it is, there we are. Woohoo, look at that. If you just tuned in, this isn't a bloopy, just a science lesson. Here we go. Right. Oh, I'm easily pleased. Okay, I'd like to make sure, see, because that would have been super annoying if I glued that down there and it didn't work, wouldn't it? Oh, come on, get off there now. Right, so put that there a minute. I'm more concerned with keeping these magnets away from my iPad because I just realised that the whole pack of them sat behind my iPad. What I'm thinking is if I don't put some tape over this, when I try and put stuff in the pocket, it's going to catch on this blinking magnet. That's what my mind was thinking, but I just couldn't get the words out. I didn't want to say it out loud. There we are. Right, now we'll stick that over the top, that down the side. Okay, I think this might actually work. How exciting! I'm sorry I didn't test this beforehand, guys. This is a trial and error one today. This isn't a, hey, check out my great idea. This is a, I think we could try this. It may work, but let's see. That's what this is. We're learning together today. It's exciting for you, isn't it? Okay. Right, here we are. Okay. All I hope is that you remember now what I've done. Gosh, I hope I remember what I've done. I should hope it works. Let's get it done first. Right, okay. So, second magnet. I probably didn't even need to glue it on, did I, really? That's going to go there like that. I need to find the magnet now. Oh, yeah. Is it the wrong way around or something? Yes, it was. Right, so if I take that in place. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. That is so cool. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to try that. Oh, I am so behind everybody else. It's so sad. Right, okay. Let me just make sure now that that's it. And I'm so easily pleased. Right, let me just make sure now that's in the right place. Oh, do you know what? I was watching one of my old videos earlier on. Not a vanity thing. I was actually just trying to find something that I'd done previously. And I couldn't believe how annoyingly quiet I was. I could never understand why people say, oh, you're awfully quiet. I was. And it was really annoying because I couldn't hear what I was saying. I was like, wait, speak up. So I'm sorry about that, guys. And it was a really good video too. And I was like, oh, I mean, I could hear it. I could have turned the TV up a bit, but I was talking really quietly like this. I was wondering about it in the dining room downstairs. But, oh my gosh. You would never believe, would you, that I grew up as the child whose, my sister used to say I had a bell on every tooth. I do remember once somebody using the expression don't be so fond of the sound of your own voice. I'm not quite sure if that was directed at me, but yeah, bell on every tooth. I'm deaf, you see, in the one ear. More so now than I was when I was a kid. So when I was young, I did shout a lot. And when I get enthusiastic, we are a family of shouters. My brother is even worse than I am. Don't tell him I told you that. But we've all got hearing issues. So it tends to follow on then, doesn't it? That's a little annoying. I'm going to be honest. That is a little annoying. I'm going to have to stick a little cluster or something over that. I don't like that being bulgy like that, but I'm not quite sure what I could have done to prevent that, really. So I'm just going to be straight up honest. That is a little annoying there. I don't think you'll see that. I'm not loving that there. But, okay. Trial and error. Trial and error. Okay. But we do have a fully functioning hidden pocket. Oh, I love it. Right, so that's going to go there. It's not going to go right at the bottom because I'm going to stitch across the bottom there. And obviously I can't stitch across the bottom there now, so I'm going to blinking magnet in the way. Oh, plus we don't want to stitch across that because it needs to open. Can you imagine? I might perhaps just do a bit of stitching down there. Maybe a bit down there, but obviously being very careful of my magnets now. Right, So we have large tuck here. We have large tuck there. We have pocket to pocket, tuck space, tuck space. Do we need anything else? Well, we could add, I've still got a square, you see. What if we do some triangle pockets? What if I put, I'd like to try and perhaps put, no, it's got to be that way around, isn't it? Let me think. That's fine there, that's fine there. If we open that up, we're going to have, ooh, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm thinking, look, big tag in there, so you don't really want anything there, and I like that there. Then you'll have, open up. Oh, this is exciting, things going on in there. Then you'll have a big piece of whatever. Yeah, actually, I don't think I will stick another, and then a big thick piece of whatever there. And then you'll have something large there, something large there. Yeah, I don't think we need to add anything else to this. Yeah, oh, I tell you what we could do, actually. We could put something here. So we got an up tuck. And then that would finish our numbers off nicely then, wouldn't it? Yes, let's do that. I'm going to cut there. We'll round it off at the bottom. And then I'll have enough left then to make a journaling card. Oh, I love it. It's a plan. That is straight now, isn't it? Yeah, right. Cool. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. This was a kind of thought process this evening. I had nothing earlier on. Absolutely nothing. Brain was dead. Wasn't even going to come up and do a video this evening. Just mooched in front of the sofa, nodded off 4 times. It was freezing cold when I got back from picking Dan from school today. It's a miserable, horrible, bleak day. Probably didn't help the fact I'd been out earlier. Mum and Dad had no socks on. I did have daps on, but even so, a little optimistic. And I'd just gotten really cold. And, oh, Nicky, now let my hand shake. Oh dear, perhaps I should have just not done the video. That was a, what do you call it? A reflex. Honestly. No, so I wasn't going to bother. And then, do you remember we used to have that thing called Time Hop? Remember that app? Well, they got rid of that then. You had Facebook memories now, don't you? And it shows you things you posted on your Facebook like years ago. And this little video popped up yesterday, late last night, of Dan. And it's a video that is famous in our family. Because when he was very, very little, he was about 2.5, to be fair, or maybe about 3.5 actually. And he loved the film Frozen and used to sing it. We were always singing it. And I got a video on my Facebook. I know a couple of you have seen it and commented on it today because I reshared it last night because I'm wicked like that. And he's singing away on there. And oh my goodness, it made me belly laugh. He's just so cute. So cute. And I was like, oh, you've cheered me up now. I'm going to go and do a video. It's great. Great. That's why you have kids, look. That's why he's in my video tonight, look. Right, I'm going to go stitch and try and prepare my journal card that I just hatchet jobbed. Actually, I'm going to put one of those photographs on there now. Right, 2 minutes, I'll be back now. Okay, so I have done all of the stitching. I've stitched this pocket on here. Got a nice little tuck spot in there. I have stitched this tuck spot. It's actually a double tuck spot here. We've now got our nice little tuck spot there. And then on the front, I have stitched around the edge. By the time I lined it up and added the stitching, I didn't worry about that miscut. You can't notice it. And then obviously we've got that lovely hidden space there. So I'm wondering now whether to stick it onto the book first or finish putting the stuff in. I think we'll finish putting the stuff in and then we'll stick the whole thing on when it's finished. So we've also got the pocket. I've stitched just down the edge there, and then on the inside I did a little stitch there. I didn't want to go anywhere near the magnet. So let's just glue that into place, and then that's done. Just a smidge in there, and just a smidge in there. And I'm going to pop that just up above there, like so. There we go, super pleased with that. You would not know there was another pocket hidden behind there. We go, really chuffed with that. Okay, and we've also then got this tuck, which I'm gonna, let me just cut that thread off. I'm gonna just glue that here and here, okay? So just a little tip that I learned from another YouTuber, possibly Gail actually. When you're gluing stuff down, you want to remember which side. Put your fingers on the side you don't want glue. And then you won't end up over gluing on the wrong joint or what have you. There we go. Marvellous. Now what I've done with some of the little scrappy bits that I had left, I've cut these and I've stitched around. So I'm going to add little ticket pockets now. So I'm going to pop one at the bottom there. I need to refill my glue. So it's that one there. There we go. And then I've got one for here. Just take that thread off. And I thought these would just be pretty cool to add if you want to put little like tickets or things like that in, or if you want to keep like the little name labels in or something like that. Just, you know, little spot, and then I thought we'd pop that one then. Yeah, we'll pop that one down here, I think. Be a bit, something a bit of interest in it. It's always nice to have something to pop out some little bits and pieces from. I'm just going to add that one there. There we go. So now we've got multiple little tuck spots. So let's start tucking things in and seeing how it all works, shall we? No, we're not. Let's stick it in the book first. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous what if it doesn't fit. Right, so we've got enough glue left now. Okay. Now obviously we'll do something on the front of this, but that's for a later date. Let's focus on this first. Our project today was the inside, so I'm not overly worried about decorating the outside at this point. I'm going to just pull you guys back a bit a minute because you're kind of like full front and centre. You're going to get a bit dizzy. So I'm just going to look at how this is going to fit on here. I'm not too worried if it overhangs the tag because that's fine. And I'm just wondering, no, I'm not going to leave a gap. I am going to glue this all the way down as it should be. That's it. Right, okay, let's just do this. Let's just go for it. Plenty of glue. Let's just do those two sides for starters, I think. And then I can square everything up then. That's what you just got to watch out for, is that all the other moving parts are able to move with that in place. Oh, actually that's pretty good at the top there. I'm happy with that there. Not so sure about the bottom, but we knew that that was going to be a tad out, didn't we? Because silly sausage here didn't cut it straight. Right, so just tuck that edge in there a notch. Right. Try and get that to really bind. And lots of glue under here, and then this end, but put it on the edge of the page, obviously. There we go. Right. There we go. Excellent. That looks brilliant. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. Right, let's put the bits and pieces in. So I've got a couple of journaling cards I just quickly knocked together. I've got some tall tags, which I thought would be ideal to pop into here, because they would add that little bit of height and a little bit of intrigue as to how are they behind there. I thought that would pop in there then. I've got some tickets. Where's my tickets? Maybe we'll pop that there, little certificate. And then I've got a tall tag here, which I thought actually might fit quite nicely behind there. Yes, it does. Excellent. And then perhaps we can pop some ephemera in then. And a journal card. They can go in there. Very nice. And then maybe some tickets then in the front bit. God, you can get heaps and heaps and heaps in this. This is brilliant. It's like your own little file folder in the middle of your altered book. There we go. Pop some tickets in there. Maybe that one there too. There we go. Tickets, tickets, tickets. Right, what else have we got here? So we've got, I've done a couple of extra journal cards. Where's the ones I've just... So maybe I'll pop that there. Braud, he's the brother. And then we've got Gur, he's the husband. Perhaps we'll pop him down there so we can see. Or maybe we'll pop him there. And then just to show, obviously I've got one of our checks then. That fits really nicely in behind there. So obviously you've got larger documents then that you don't want bouncing about. I don't know if that one is too big. Large. Is that too big? Yes, it is. It's too big. Right. What else have I got here? I've got some more bits and pieces of ephemera then. And we've got other bits from the Welsh kit. Pop those in there. So there we go. It looks like a real bona fide file folder. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. So there we are, guys. Let's see what you can knock together with your bits of 12 by 12. Make it as interesting as you like. Little bit of ephemera in there, and then add some little pockets. And of course we've got our little hidden... I could actually put a little ticket pocket in there as well. That would be really cool. Or maybe in the back of there. So if I put like a little ticket in there, and then I could have... Or maybe a ticket like this. And then ticket pocket. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, let's do that now, because I'll forget. No, I want the red one in there, I think. There we go. Because I'll move on, and I'll forget, and then I'll be like, oh, I never stuck that ticket down. Right, there we go. So that's another pocket. I haven't even added up how many pockets we've got in here, but I'm thinking it's like loads. Loads and loads. There we are. Stick that in there like that. Excellent. Loving it. There we go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that tonight, guys. Nice little challenge for you for our day 52, I want to say. I'll be back with you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.